Welcome, wonderful Cancer. This is your annual 2023 Astro/Tarot reading. So we are starting off with the general view of 2023 with the long-term transits over your houses and some cards that I pre-shuffled for you. After that, we're going to tune into every month, each of the month, and I'm going to pull additional tarot and advice cards as well. So before we dive in, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel it transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way. And set the intention now to have a beautiful year. Thank you very much, dear Cancer. Let's dive right in. So we are starting off with the Six of Swords. This is a card that actually came through twice. Okay, because it's just fell over and I kept on shuffling and then it was there again. So the message of the Six of Swords is really important for you. We also have the card of Judgment, which is related to Pluto, and it totally makes sense with these cards that are here: second house, resources, and Leo, which is a natural ruler of your second house. And Pluto will be moving into your 8th house, I think somewhere in March, 23rd of March, and it's going to start slowly opposing your second house. So there will be a lot of focus on the finances. We also have a beautiful card of the new moon in Leo with the message shine, and the beautiful sunflowers here. That's also harvest time as well. And we have full moon in Sagittarius. See the big picture. Okay, so that's about your 6th house as well. So this is going to be it looks like mostly a year that you're going to focus on your finances, on really building yourself up. Okay, so with the Six of Swords and the Judgment here, I feel for some of you, you will relocate in the year 2023. It's really prominent. Okay, this might be move connected to your job. Okay, or you will have more opportunities to travel, but the opportunities to travel will be mostly related to work, since we have Saturn, which is kind of planet of restriction, but also responsibility, moving into your 9th house of distance, places, and travel. Also the vision for your life and your faith. Okay, so with Saturn moving into your 9th house over there, it will provide you with opportunity that you really kind of, if you like traveling and if you want a job that's kind of connected to traveling, you really have opportunity in 2023 to allow yourself to use that opportunity. Now it might be hard, okay, it is a way forward, but I don't think you will be, it is something that you want. You know, this lady here has a red scarf. She's following what she wants, but she's leaving something behind. Okay, so this might be your family, your friends, you know, but it's like that with every new chapter. Of course, it's hard in the beginning to move and leave everything you know behind. And of course, it's a total transformation of your whole life. But I really feel it's going to be beneficial for you. I think it's going to allow you to have this new shine and to actually see the bigger picture in life. You know, which if you have been growing up in a small place, and if you're seeing the same people every day by day, you're kind of wrapped up in the little bubble of that place. Even if you're living in a big city like New York or whatever, you're still wrapped up in a bubble of people over there and the way of life. So traveling can actually open up your horizons. You know, the 9th house is about opening your horizons and, you know, aiming for the bigger picture. So it's really important for you to focus on that. For those of you who feel like it's hard for you to move or to travel and leave whoever it is that you're leaving behind, because you are leaving something behind. You need to always like focus on the big picture, and this is going to provide you a beautiful new sense of self. Okay, Leo is all about your self-expression, and we have 2 cards here of Leo. So whatever it is that you're moving towards to in the year 2023, it will allow you to align with your own self-purpose and your own like ego desires and your own authenticity. You know, you might be kind of, like I'm saying, wherever you are, it seems like you've been there for quite some time. And of course, for Cancer, I mean, that's the hardest sign to leave the house, you know, unless you have some prominent different, you know, aspects and planets in different, like more fiery sign, more air sign. But if you are a Cancer and you have, you know, a few more things over there, of course, those are the signs who are least likely to kind of leave the home and feel good about it, you know. There will be this nostalgia, of course. You are the natural ruler of the 4th house, which is home and family, okay? So it's totally understandable and relatable that you feel a little bit, you know, sad, you know, but, you know, you have things pulling you forward, and, you know, those people are not going to leave your life, you know, even if you move. You know, today we have technology. You can talk to these people each day, you can see them every day, you know. There's there's video calls now, you know, so it's very, very different than if you had to like travel all the way to America from Europe like 30-40 years ago, where you actually have to write letters and you're not able to see the person. So it's something, you know, see the big picture. It's not like I said, it's not the 60s where you are like totally cut off from the world that you have been a part of before. We really have the means of communication now that can help you stay in touch and you know, stay in life of those persons. You're not leaving them behind. You're just following your own mission in life, okay? And this mission in life, it looks like it's going to provide you with really massive amount of wealth here with the resources. This is like a golden egg, I feel, you know, something, you know, as tangible as gold. This is a golden opportunity that you have for you in 2023. This might be also your own business. Maybe you are starting your own business, because this person is alone here on this boat moving forward. There's 3 things like moving her forward, but it might be help, you know, but this is your own venture. You know, this is something I feel for most of you who are starting your own business in 2023, it feels like, you know, it's your thing, you know. I feel like nobody else that you know can actually kind of help that much, because they're not in the same sphere of work that you want to contribute with to the world, you know. So I feel this is the main news for you in 2023. And I will mention again the Pluto, which is actually the ruler of the Judgment card, is shifting signs after a very long time, and we're gonna have him move from Capricorn slowly into your 8th house, dear Cancer. So for those of you who were planning to get a divorce, like you know, Pluto was challenging you all the way as it was transiting the 7th house. So I believe who stayed this long with their partner is probably gonna, you know, stay with them some more. But Pluto, when he kind of changes sign, it tends to kind of wrap up the lesson that he wanted to, you know, you to learn. So if it is that you want to like move on from some people who you no longer resonate with, I mean, I know it's hard to leave people in the past, but this might be, you know, an old partner, maybe even an ex-boyfriend who you're just kind of, you know, are friends with, but that makes it hard for you or for them to move on. Maybe it's time to kind of cut the cords and actually set yourself free from the people from the past who are holding you back, okay? All right, so with Pluto moving into your 8th house, that will be like Great experience for all of you who actually need some funding. So Pluto will be moving there 23rd of March, and it's going to stay there till 11th of June. Then it's going to go back to Capricorn to kind of reassess the lessons with one-on-one one-on-one relationships again. But you have been going through that like lots of years by now, so you're kind of finishing up this project. You also have changed a lot as well. I know, if you're a Cancer, Pluto has been either opposing your sun or your ascendant at some point, or your moon. So those are all highly transformational aspects, okay? And if you are born at the end of Cancer, this is what you're going through now, like last days of Cancer, or like if you have anything in the beginning of Leo, you're gonna feel this the most, the Pluto touch. You are just not the same person after Pluto has done his transit over your sun or your moon or your ascendant for that matter. You change. I felt the greatest change when it was opposing my sun. It was really change. It was awakening time for me. So maybe a lot of you have actually woken up from this 3D matrix reality that we, have lived. So never questioning it, but things change with Pluto. Pluto definitely has woken a lot of Cancers up over the last couple of years, including me. And now it's turn for those last degrees Cancer to finally wake up to their truth, to their mission in life. And it might be hard, because that means you have to leave kind of lower vibrational people behind. People you first try to help them, but then you see there's like no poison. no poison can be get rid of. It can just be transferred onto you. So you can try to transmute other people's toxicity, but in the long run you're exhausting yourself, so there's really no need for you to do that. You can try to help, of course, people who you love. You can play some frequencies, helpful frequencies in the background, or some Reiki, to help heal the persons. You can actually try to learn more about healing, but keep in mind that you need to keep yourself first. You kind of need to learn how to heal yourself and put yourself in the first place, and make sure that your cup is full before you try to recharge anybody else, because if you don't, then they kind of can drag you in their own toxicity or poisonous habits, or the way they see the world. We can get easily get sucked back into what is globally there. So that's something to keep in mind. And I feel for some of you, this is actually removing yourself out of those people, places, and things that no longer serve your highest good, and that you kind of focus on yourself and your own creative projects. Leo is all about, normally, 5th house in a horoscope. It's about creative projects. So for those of you, I feel really for a lot of Cancers that they're gonna launch their own business in 2023. It might be hard at times, of course, and that's part of the process. So just take it easy and try to focus on the bigger picture. But this is what's really going to help you to feel your power. Like this is empowered person here with the Leo, to really shine your own bright light to the world without any fear, or worrying about judgment from other people. You can just align more with the people who will understand you. I mean, there's internet today. There are really ways for you to connect with people who share the same vision now, and who vibrate on a maybe even higher level than you. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm feeling for you in the year 2023. Now let's move on to going to month by month and see in the details, what is going on month by month, what is the story. But this is overall what's happening for you in 2023. I feel a lot of you are like making a move, starting up your own business, or relocating where you live as well, and harvesting as well all of your knowledge that you have acquired, possibly over the last 20 years or 6 years. And I believe this is going to allow you to be really financially independent, financially independent, and taking the throne. Because I feel for some of you, You are still kind of in a codependent relationship, whether financially or emotionally, and now you're kind of getting rid of that in a month, not in a watch month, June, I feel. Okay, so because you see, there's like this arrow that's going through, you know, possibly a hand, you know. So I doubt this is a healthy merging here that you have with someone. It feels toxic to me. Okay, so I feel you, like, you look at that, like it looks like another arrow here. So I feel you will go from this to that, you know, and you're gonna feel so much power, and you're gonna feel empowered by this process. Like, you probably won't recognize yourself this time next year, to be honest. Like, from this to go to that, it's wow, you know. Because this is you are here, receiver of the arrow. Here you are launching the arrows. You are taking care of yourself. You are self-sufficient. Okay, so this is what your soul is striving to do in 2023. It's trying to become self-sufficient in every possible area. This mostly will be related to finances, but it's for every part of your life, honestly, that you are self-sufficient and respected as a person. All right, so that's great news, dear Cancer, moving from this kind of energy into that, into shining and a beautiful harvest of everything that you have to offer, that's like down there in the little suitcase and in your head, you know. So it's time, you know. I feel it's time. You have it within you. You just need to let yourself be this person who you are authentically, you know. Just you need to remove a little bit of that shell of yours, and things will be great. You will shine. All right, let's move on to monthly by monthly videos. Okay, I'll remove that there, but I'll keep this here. Okay, let's see, dear Cancer, what the month of January is having for you. Also, I would like to invite you that you like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, all that jazz. Now let's see what January has in store for you, dear Cancer. All right, we have Three of Wands, and we have the Knight, King of Wands. Three of Wands and King of Wands. I'm channeling light again. Okay, and let's see the advice for January. Here we have another Leo, funnily enough. There's a lot of Leo coming through. So for those of you who are interested in forming a new relationship, Leo might be a sign that is coming through the most as well. Okay, or somebody who is a fire sign, but there's a lot of Leo energy here. Okay, so we have New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change, of course, and step up and lead. Okay, this so corresponds to everything that we have said so far. You know, to open up to change. I know you're a Cancer, and it's a bit harder for you to leave the nest, but it's time really to open up to change and to step up and lead. You are qualified for whatever it is that you want to accomplish. You have been waiting on it for quite some time, you know, but you are this person with the torch. You are the one who can do it. So waiting around does not make any sense anymore. It's time to you to kind of step up and lead and be that King of Wands. I feel like you feel that you are a knight, because even though it's a King of Wands, and I know it's Kings of Wands, I said knight 2 times. So I feel some of you are feeling like you are knights, but you are actually kings. But you just don't see that about yourself. And that is an obstacle that you're kind of working through as well. Okay? So that's something to think about. You know, do not underestimate yourself, you know. I feel some of you are thinking that you are overestimating yourself, but you're actually doing the opposite. Like, you think of yourself as a knight while you are a king all this time, you know, and just waiting here for something else to change. It won't cut it. You need to step up and lead, you know. This is your message for January, dear Cancer. You know, it's time for you. Maybe it's time for you to plant the seed into this new direction that you want to take your life in. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, because this is something that has been, you know, going on for some time. I mean, here we have like Pluto card. This is something that has been like bubbling underneath the surface, and perhaps for some of you, you invested some time into something else, and now you're not sure whether you want to kind of leave it or not, because I did see also Seven of Pentacles from this deck while I was like preparing your yearly cards. So the Seven of Pentacles got me thinking, like in correlation to these cards, that some of you, you know, you have placed your roots somewhere else and you invested some time, and now you're not sure, like, you know, there is that harvest the harvest that you want, you know. So you are invited to change your mind, to open up to change and step up and lead. You need to kind of do whatever makes you happy now. You don't have to do whatever made you happy 10 years ago or 5 years ago. People change, energy changes, and our goals change. And sometimes that's hard to accept, especially if you have put somewhere to work. Maybe you help someone else build their own company with your own skill and knowledge, and you invested some time over there and you have some security, but maybe it's time for you to actually branch out and do this thing on your own. Because I feel you have the knowledge and you have the skill. You are this King of Wands. You are this Leo, but you just don't see it. You know, that's why we have this so much, you know, Leo energy, you know. Do not underestimate yourself, Cancer. All right? You have everything that it takes to actually see this through successfully and really change your life, like all the way, like from bottom to top, top to bottom, everything. You have the power in 2023. So do not waste it. Like, use this energy. You know, you're not getting any younger, as they say, you know. So use your power to change your life for the better and create this income that is coming your way. It might be even some passive income, you know, that is what you're trying to create as well. So that's always a good idea, you know, to have some passive income. But let's move on to the month of February now. We also have January readings. They're uploaded on the channel, so make sure you check those out. For February, let's see what we have in store for you for February, dear Cancer. So we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Page of Wands. I feel we have the same kind of type of story here, where you might be underestimating yourself here. Again, thinking you're a Page of Wands when you are a Queen of Wands, okay? So there is something in your perception of self, okay, that is kind of blocking you from moving forward in the right direction. It might be three things I'm seeing here that you kind of need to change in the way you view yourself. Okay, so maybe a meditation could help. So there is this meditation from Aaron Dakti, feeling worthy and complete. I haven't done that in quite some time, to be honest. It might have been a few years by now, but I do remember how profound it was and the effect it had on me, because I feel it could really help some of you to kind of see your own value and what you can contribute, and that you can actually lead, okay? Because the message for January was to step up and lead, okay? So here we have on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, just notice that. So you do have some creative, like, project or something that really, you know, something that you enjoy to do or enjoy to create, that could really kind of create you some passive income. And it's really time for you to allow yourself to do this. Like, you've got what it takes. So I hope you started in January, but for those of you who didn't, here's another confirmation. And I saw a cat here, and as we were starting the February readings, I took a glance on my bed. There are like 2 cats there now. So for some of you, maybe getting a pet, if you have kind of moved somewhere new, maybe a pet will help you to kind of clear your mind, you know, to focus on what's important. You know, taking care of something else besides us always kind of helps in And they help us, you know. Animals really get us through tough times, you know. Especially in my life, I have noticed that have been a case, you know, when nothing else could like fix your day because everything seems to go like wrong. Animals have this magical ability to kind of get you out of this negative bubble. Okay, so maybe it will help for some of you to make this transition. We have also worked through your feelings and clear your mind. Okay, so work through your feelings. You're gonna have Sun transiting your 8th house in February, so that might be this work through your feelings things, because when the Sun is in the 8th house, it kind of illuminates this our trauma responses, our trapped emotions, our things, our shadow that we haven't addressed. So that's all in the 8th house. But 8th house is also intimacy and ability to be vulnerable and to work through our feelings. So I feel for you it will help actually to clear your mind if you just work through your feelings more. So if you have any trapped emotions in your body, you know, this is how it works. So let's imagine now that you experienced something traumatic. Like think of something that you have experienced and that you know has caused like trauma in your energy body. If you haven't worked through that emotion, that trauma, to release it, the thing is that this emotion is kind of trapped in your energy body as a trapped emotion, and it creates like a whirlpool, this balance in your energy body. And what it does, it kind of creates more opportunities, I mean that's the wrong way to say it, but more situation who kind of verify and acknowledge this trapped emotion in your body. So if you haven't released it, you keep attracting more of that, you know. So that's one thing to consider, to walk through your feelings and to use this transit of a Sun through your 8th house to really possibly remove some of trauma or fear. You know, 8th house is also fear. And I feel you have this great creative potential, but for some of you, there's kind of fear that's blocking you. It might be mental, it might be trapped emotions. So you can work through that. You can listen to some subliminals. You can also listen to like fear release. There's on Sapien Medicine channel, there's this fear release Amgaya healing. I don't know, it's some kind of gland in your brain that's connected to fear, so you can literally heal it, you know, because it kind of, if it was triggered a lot, it kind of is active more. So that's something to look at too. Okay, so I feel for you in February, it's a great time to assess anything like that, especially because we do have Sun transiting your 8th house over there, and to finally release some of those blocks, okay? And as you can see here, Jupiter is still in your 10th house, you know. So Jupiter has provided you, dear Cancer, as long as it was staying in your 10th house, a lot of nice opportunities, okay, for your business, you know. So if you didn't take a chance so far, but I believe you did, and now it's taking you somewhere else, and you just kind of need to enjoy that ride, you know, because Jupiter will change sign to Taurus, and that's going to happen at the 16th of May, okay? So use this Jupiter in your 10th house. Jupiter is a benefactor, okay? It's a positive planet who really allows you with the opportunities, and it has done so over the last year or so, more or less. So when he moves to Taurus, that's gonna happen in May, it's gonna move its blessings to 11th house, which is networking and internet promotion, and like maybe even achieving this goal that you kind of are working towards now, and kind of sharing it with the world. But you know, while it's in your 10th house, do these things that are offered to you, you know, make that change. Wanna make a change. I'm channeling Michael Jackson song, For Once in My Life. So that song could be like something, there could be a message there for you. It's gonna feel real good, it's gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. Let's move on to March, dear Cancer. Let's see what we have for you in March. And also, I forgot for February, that Sun that's transiting your 8th house is also house of intimacy. So for those of you who want to have a nice Valentine's Day, it could be nice that you kind of be vulnerable with your partner, because it's going to open new channel of intimacy over there, and provide you, you know, creating a different kind of bond than you used to have before. Okay. All right, so let's see for March. Oh, March is an important month. We have Saturn moving to Pisces. We have Pluto moving to Aquarius. So it's going to be a game changer. There we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have Three of Swords in reverse. We have New Moon in Aries. Go for it. And we have Release Your Blocks. And the Embrace the Flow of Life. Okay. So month of March. Month of March, we have Pluto in moving to Aquarius, and Aquarius is your 8th house that we have also mentioned now in the February reading, how important it is. Having Pluto in your 8th house, it's a game changer. It is really an opportunity for you to heal anything that you want to heal. Okay, it really, because Pluto will dig deep, you know, and I feel you will mend your heart. You know, for some of you, you have been having this broken heart or disappointment, or maybe even something from a relationship that was done even 10-15 years ago, but it kind of still hadn't healed. Possibly it's a big trauma. So with Pluto over there, you really have opportunity to heal that, like once and for all. Pluto will be there briefly. It's gonna stay there till June, but you do have a window of opportunity over there to really put in the work and release yourself from those shackles of the past, even cords for some. If you have negative cords of attachment to this partner, you know, the pain that they cause, it's kind of, you have this cord of attachment, and this person might be still draining your energy through those cords of attachment. So if you haven't done this already, it's time to cut the cords with your ex-partners. I feel this will really help to release your blocks, okay? And to kind of have a new start in love, and to go for it, and to embrace the flow of life. You know, because if you have been hurt so bad, of course, it's understandable that you have a big wall around your heart, which you don't even possibly realize that you have. But it's noticeable because you might not be enjoying the same kind of romance that you imagined before, you know. So that's one thing that the broken heart can do, and pain. But so that's why it's important to really transmute that energy and to remove any of those you know, trapped emotions of pain, of broken heart, or hard walls, because it's kind of preventing you to go for new persons, new challenges. But that's also understandable, because if you don't work on yourself, you will tend to attract the same kind of partner as you had previous painful issues with. So hopefully you have done some work on yourself, because I feel you did. We have here the Eight of Pentacles, meaning you have assessed a lot of things about yourself, and you have decluttered your energy, and I feel you are shining, you know, quite bright, you know. And it's really... it might be that one last thing, that missing piece of a puzzle might be the cords to this person, okay? Might be the energetic cords that you kind of finally let them go, okay? All right, so for March, I feel that's about it that I'm feeling for March. Let's move on to April. Dear Cancer. For April, let's see what we have in store for you. Oh, wait, we have solar eclipse, so that's always fun. Where we'll have solar eclipse, we're going to have it at 29 degrees of Aries, which would be your 10th house. Oh, wow. So this is the new opportunity that might be knocking on your door. It happens in April, so there is a possibility over there to start something or restart something old or new. We have the Knight of Swords. This opportunity is coming fast, you know, bike fast. You know, this person is running. And I feel if you just take this opportunity, you will be emotionally happy, you know. So this opportunity, or you or you kind of changing or moving, it might happen in April for some of you. And for some of you, April might be very important in terms of publishing something that you have created, or launching a new project, new channel, whatever it is that you're creating, okay? We also have be proud of yourself. No wonder that came through, because you will feel this success, you know. Take inspired action and know that you are loved, okay? So I'm feeling really happy energy here from April. Like I feel you have like put in the work, and you're kind of this renewed person now, okay? And you should be proud of yourself, you know, and you should know that you're loved. And it's really time to take that inspired action. If you have been hesitant and still believing you were a knight while you were a king all this time, it's time to take this inspired action in April if you haven't took it before. This solar eclipse, I mean, it happens here on the 20th of April, but since it's an eclipse, this opening, this opportunity is valid like even to 3 to 6 months before and after, you know. So I'm feeling you know what I'm talking about, because again, with judgment here, I feel this is something you have been kind of bubbling towards too. You have been working on for quite some time. So I feel you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not like something falling out of the sky completely new, and it has to do something with your skill, something that you have learned, and something that you'll probably kind of focus on relearning and putting in the work. You could possibly start to teach this subject that you have been studying for so long, because Saturn is again moving into your 9th house of higher education and knowledge. And unless you're going back to some college and learning some more, it's time for you to actually share this knowledge with the world. It's time for you to be the teacher instead of a student, okay? So I understand this is a major step for you, but you need to be proud of yourself, and you need to take that inspired action to move forward. I feel April is going to be, you know, one of the happy months for you. We are going to have Mercury retrograde. Just let me see where. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So it's going retrograde in your 11th house, and it's going to also go around your 10th as well. So those are like some areas where the focus will be. We also have the sun over there, so you'll be focused on your work a lot. You might be reassessing something from the past, or kind of dragging out some old project that you kind of have left behind while you were busy doing some other things, and now it's a positive time to actually redo it and kind of edit it and put it out there after Mercury goes direct. So that's like mid-May, you know. In April, you might dig out some old project of yours and kind of review it, re-edit it, and polish it, and then it should be ready to go out and about in May. So let's see what May has in store for you, dear Cancer. All right, we have that Jupiter moving in Taurus. That's the first thing I noticed over there. That's something that we already mentioned. So Jupiter removing himself from his 10th house. It's, you know, I like Jupiter in the 10th house, but I have a Natalie over there. So it doesn't really, you know, I have that blessings there anyway. But going into your 11th house is the house of gains, you know. That's also a great placement for Jupiter to be in 11th house. So, but, you know, 11th house is also like a second house from your 10th, from this work that you have building for. So this could be actually like reaping the financial rewards from your own like personal things and projects, you know, that you have been doing. This is big gains. Like this is we have here Page of Swords. I'm gonna go one more card. I feel this Page of Swords is you also kind of creating this thing that you want to share with the world. You know, she's studying here, and like I said, Saturn in your 9th house. You might be a professor now, but you also need to kind of prepare to how you're going to present this to the persons. And I cannot believe that the straight card is here. It's another Leo card, really. Okay, there is so much Leo. So let's see where the sun is here. It's in the 11th house. So yeah, house of gains, house of good luck as well. Jupiter is a planet of good luck. So just be mindful that you have good luck on your side all the time, and till the month of May, it's in your 10th house. That's the house of social reputation. So if you want to fix your reputation, you still have like a few good months if you want to invest into you being perceived better. You know, it might be something simple as just changing your looks, like your outfit, like being more proper or more classy style, you know. maybe even vintage. You know, Cancer can pull off vintage pinup style if you don't want to be like all like classy and full-blown lady. I don't know why this message came through. All right, but let's move on to the Strength card, which is the card of actually balancing subconscious and the conscious mind, and kind of driving your primal needs into into something tangible, so they don't drive you. I'm drawn to this little heart here, which I haven't been drawn before, and I'm also talking about the primal aspect of the Strength card, which I haven't really discussed much while doing this reading. So I feel for you in the month of May, you will want to get physical with somebody, okay? There you will have like this really a need, a physical need to actually connect with somebody in that way. So you might be meeting somebody new in the month of May, or it might be like an old person who is coming back into your life as well, because Mercury, this person, yeah, because Mercury was retrograde in like your 11th house. This might be like a friend of a friend, you know, somebody you're not very close to, you know. It might be somebody, you know, who you know like on a superficial level, but now you kind of get to hang out more in the month of May, and it kind of spurs this you know, affinity. You will also feel gorgeous, I must say. Their Venus will be in your first house, and Mars as well. I feel even some of you might make the first move toward this person, even though that's not normally your game. But with the Mars in your first house, you might actually surprise yourself with that, and that's where also this this urge can also come. Mars is very, very, very physical planet. Okay, I'm not saying that that you're gonna do it, but there is this urge. Okay, so let's see what's this advice for you for May. But I feel energy has quite shifted, you know, like first few months, I feel from January and February and even to March, the energy was kind of stagnant for you. But I feel from April and May, it's much more vibrant. You're already in this energy of shining, you know. You just needed to like shift a few things to get there. So I'm not saying the first 3 months will be bad. I'm just saying you're still adjusting over there, or maybe you're just starting off and things just have to pick up. So just be mindful, you know, even though it might be a little bit harder first 3 months, from April and March, I'm feeling this very relieved energy, much more vibrant, much more like easygoing, easy breezy kind of thing, you know. So I'm happy for you and myself, honey Cancer. So we have here, keep your heart open and release control. And I feel we need one more card. Yeah, much more easy breezy. You have know your worth. Okay, know your worth. Okay, so I believe we have discussed this card like throughout this beginning off, and like knowing your worth, you thinking you're a knight while you are a king. So I feel in May you're kind of graduating from that. You are really coming to terms with knowing your worth, and you're kind of releasing control over something else. Like you are kind of not needing other people's approval by the month of May in order to feel good and empowered and in control of yourself. We also have keep your heart open. So I do feel there is a person coming into your life, possibly a Capricorn or somebody related to work. And it's important to keep your heart open. You and this person might not have like ended the year on good terms, and now you're meeting again. But you know, it's important to keep your heart open and possibly release control, like with this person, or like how you want your love life to be. Maybe you just go with the flow and see how it unfolds. You know, it takes strength to do that. Okay, but maybe it's time to release control and kind of release yourself from any negative scenarios. You know, if you catch yourself, you know, even if you're thinking about other person, if you catch yourself like imagining some negative scenario, that is just a reflection of some unhealed trauma that you have been through before. So it's time to address that, but do not give it attention to, and do not create those kind of scenarios, because you know, you are a creator of your reality, and not just with your thoughts. Especially if you are kind of thinking romantic scenarios with this person that goes sore, you're also going to feel some kind of emotion, and emotion is the one that kind of propels things into reality. You know, emotion, you know, feeling something is the fastest way to manifest it. So It's really important like to kind of keep your mind and feeling in check and try to like focus only on positive scenarios. And if the scenario goes sore, then you need to address whatever trauma you think it's related to. Okay, if you think it's related to control or to the wounds of rejection, or maybe some inner child wounds, what you will know, you will know where is that coming from and why. And you kind of need to address the root cause of that, and that will really help you tremendously. In May, I mean, you're gonna feel so much vibrancy and joy. I'm just like giving you a little side side advice how to actually make it even more vibrant, because it is going to be vibrant, but you can make it even more so. So let's go to June. What's going to happen for my dear Cancer in June? What's the overall energy for the month of June? Okay, that was quick. Okay, let's grab some advice cards as well. And guys, if I haven't, I would like to invite you that you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I love to read your comments. They're always inspiration to me. All right, so there we go. An advice. I'm drawn to it. Step up and lead. Oh, we've seen that before, haven't we? We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Ten of Cups. Wow, guys, this is beautiful. I removed them how I feel them, so I felt they were upright. So step up and lead. Wow, this is really an emotional fulfillment month for you, June. I mean, I felt this emotional fulfillment from April to you, and you feeling good in your skin again. But I feel June is, wow, like Queen of Cups and Ten of Cups, and you are ready to step up and lead. Like, you were not ready in January when this card came through. I think it was January. You were not ready, but now you are. In June you are. So halfway through, you are really ready to become an entrepreneur, to really start your own business, to really kind of be the responsible one in your life or something. I'm also drawn to this music little thing here. So for those of you who might be musicians, it looks like in June you might actually channel some music from other realms, like from the higher realms, and you can actually kind of put it into a little bowl. So you can actually, if you're playing, with hand pan or something, some kind of bowl. And I'm not sure if you have any kind of weird instrument. I think it could actually kind of help propel this song way further, than you thought it could go. Okay, so don't be afraid to experiment. I think it will make you like emotionally happy too. For those of you who are not into music, this can also apply to anything, that you can have, like downloads from higher realms, ideas for your creations. I feel you are really connected to the higher power here in the month of June, because both of these cards are connected to the higher power. She's like, and they're like sitting on something that's controlled from the sky. Let's put it that way. So you're kind of a channel in the month of June for some brilliant ideas, and it's really time to take in and own those ideas and step up and lead. So June looks fantastic for you. I'm drawn to the full moon in the 6th house. Yeah, the full moon in Sagittarius, 4th of June. 6th house is your day-to-day routine, so you might want to change something over there. Then you might be done with old ways of doing things and moving into new powerful self. Okay, so I'm so glad for you, dear Cancer. All right, let's move on to the month of July. See what July has in store for you. All right, July 2023. For my dear Cancer. That was a half deck almost. So it looks like July is gonna be yeah, fun. I felt it. There was like a lot of cards want to come through, so that means a lot of things are going on for you in July. And happy birthday to the Cancers, for those of you who are born in July, but also June, right? Yeah, June. And It's very important that you do something nice for yourself on your birthday. Hopefully you know that if you have been listening to my channel. I try to mention like when it's your birthday that you do something special for yourself, because that's your personal new year. The sun is coming in the same position where it was in your birth chart. It's kind of recharging your whole like chart, and the sun revitalizing. It's your personal new year basically, so you can pretty know that you're loved. That's very important, of course. Have a bit of water. Wow, this is a passionate month for you, July. We have another Queen of Wands and we have the Ace of Wands. I feel that's, you know, you are owning the things that you were kind of reluctant to own before, because both of these cards have showed up in a month before where I was still encouraging you to take that leap, to take that jump, but here you have taken it. You know, you're owning it. You're actually creating something tangible with this beautiful gifts that you have in, and this creative thing that you love to do. Okay, so that's why here Page of Pentacles, it's important. This is some kind of new endeavor involving everything that you're like passionate about. You're slowly but surely getting there. Believe in your good luck. I mean, what's there to say about there? That's all Jupiter jazz, who is in your 11th house here and kind of supporting you, also helping you gain audience if that's something that you need for you know, for your product to go well. This is also a great time to invest in that, because Jupiter is kind of, you know, sanctionary here. You can see how little has he moved. So when is he going? I don't know. I didn't write it down when exactly it was going, retrograde or forward. Okay. But it was also in June. This, yeah, okay. So Jupiter looks like it's going to change direction here in July. Let me just double check that. Just one moment, guys, to see exactly when is that happening for you. Just one moment. Where is that? Actually, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. By the time I get to the calendar, let me just grab this. We are talking about somewhere in July. Jupiter going... Where are we? We are in July, okay? So let's see. No, this is all direct. Oh, there you go. Retrograde. In September. And the end of August, the Jupiter will be like stationary and moving its direction. So when the planet is stationary, it's like multiplied in its strength. It's kind of like it digs its heels somewhere, and it's gonna be in your 11th house. So even at the August, like end of August, but for you this energy could be also prominent all from July, from like end of July, the whole August, and of course beginning of September. Like it's gonna go retrograde like on the 5th. So that's why it's like very slow, like covering little degrees over there. You see how in May it was like covering more degrees than here. Okay, so so now you're studying astrology, I guess. Sorry about that, guys. This is ephemeris, by the way. If you're curious, you can kind of know, like, this is how I draw these. Like I extract from these how planets are moving, and then I put it here so that I can show it to you, because you know this would be complicated. Okay. All right, so where were we? So in July, you might also learn something new, because, you know, I was drawn to that for some reason. So maybe you could also benefit from exploring your birth chart even more, learning a bit more about astrology, about the energies of your birth chart, and what could be like, when could it be the most beneficial time to publish something, etc. And I feel it's going to be a nice month for you. I'm also drawn to the Venus going retrograde, and it's going to go retrograde in Leo. And since we had so many cards of Leo for you, this is something also to consider. This might be an important time because it is in your 2nd house of money and resources, and Venus will be going retrograde there, meaning reassessing something, re-evaluating something. And this might be like the time where you actually kind of finish what you wanted to finish, to be done with. Okay, another important thing that's happening for you is North Node is moving into your 10th house. Okay, so I believe these two will catapult you forward, you know, to where it is that you need to go. Venus will be retrograde there till quite some time, you know, till the 4th of September. And 7th of July, North Node is moving into your 10th house. So that means expansion in your 10th house of social standing and business as well. So that's why I was channeling October, because I feel we were discussing when is your something important happening here, and we channeled October month, I think, in the overall, in just the beginning of the video. So yeah, this is gonna help you kind of reassess, reevaluate, again, re-edit, polish, whatever it is. And the expansion, you know, in your 10th house with the North Node could really, I mean, these things could go like on fire, viral, suddenly viral, like millions of people watching out of nowhere. Like if it's a song, you know, if it's a channel, whatever it is, it looks like it's gonna go like on fire, like, and you're like on the right place and the right time, you know, somewhere in the forest where it's easy to light up a fire. Not saying you should like literally do that, but there's just like, you know, there's this energy over there of promise. Like, yeah, I mean, we knew that like from the beginning. The ending of this was like shine. You will shine. Your whatever it is what you create is going to be shining. Like, look at all this fire. Like, wow. All right, so wow, great news for you, dear Cancer, and myself, of course. Let's move on to August and see what's happening over there. What is happening for August? Venus is becoming visible on the 20th of August in your 2nd house. So this is great time to publish, to reap the rewards. When Venus is visible, it brings really blessings, and it's kind of like she's reborn there in your 2nd house, which was kind of the theme of the whole year. 2nd house is money and resources, and also your own personal voice and feeling of self-worth. So that's why all of this was connecting kind of slowly, those 3 themes together, because they're interconnected by nature. They're all ruled by the same 2nd house. So this is also you finding power in your voice if you were lacking that. And wow, so many cards want to come out. Let's take this 2 first. We have 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, I feel for some of you there is this kind of success that's happened in July with that full kind of you will kind of need to kind of protect your energy from somewhere, because I feel you'll be asked a lot of questions and whatnot, and because this is great, you know, this is like, look at all this money, all this dough, like you are rich in August. Okay, so when you have suddenly a lot of something, you know, there's a lot of people that might wanna, you know, take a piece of that. So that might be something that might be going on in the month of August. But also your ideas, you know, you just keep them for yourself. Attune to the divine. That's exactly what she's doing. She's not allowing other people, places, or things to infect her vibe, you know. This is you being in control of your vibe, feeling joyful inside. And 9 of Cups is also wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. All right, so let your fears dissolve. Okay, that's what we were talking about before as well. We have make time for self-love and practice gratitude. Okay, so I feel what she's doing here is practicing gratitude. Okay, maybe, you know, you don't have everything that you want, and maybe you're kind of poked by it. Maybe some of you might be even jealous. There's also please don't be jealous like over nobody or evil eye nobody. There's things you can do to resolve jealousy as well, if that's what you are feeling. You know, make time for your self-love. And you know, jealousy is mostly related to fear, you know, envy, you know, either they're more powerful, either they're more blah, 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 whatever it is, or they can take whatever you want, they're more beautiful, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter what is it about. All jealousy should be dissolved, definitely, and it's possible to dissolve. And you have subliminals. I know I mentioned those a lot, but they really do help. Okay, all right, so let's see what is happening for you. So let your fears dissolve. Oh, we have new moon in Leo. That was the first thing that I was drawn to. That's new moon in your second house of money and resources, okay? And we have full moon in Aquarius, 8 house. Oh, this is the dissolve your fears, okay? So full moon in Aquarius is gonna happen, and it's in the 8th house, which is governing fear, okay? So it looks like this is gonna happen at the beginning of the month, 1st of August. You have opportunity really to dissolve fear. This might be fear of success, to be honest, okay? This might be fear of success. Like, what if you really, you know, make it? You know, what if you, because I feel for some of you, you fear this, you fear other people's jealousy, you feel other people wanting things from you and poking you, and this literally could be a fear of success, you know. But look at this moon, how it's shining bright, you know. You cannot dim your shine in order that somebody is not jealous, or that's not how it works, okay? You need to shine your light so other people can find you who are shining similar light and can help you along the way. If you are scared to be yourself with somebody, or you have to dim your shine to be with somebody, they're not your true friend, and you should just let them go and focus on the people who can really be your friends. Like, and you can't do that if you keep yourself with people who are kind of dimming your vibe, and you know. So there's some kind of fear that you're dissolving in the beginning of the month. It could be fear of success, you know. Maybe you're just surrounded with that type of people who are like jealous of other people's success and whatnot, but you know, you should be successful. Like, why wouldn't you be successful? All right, and you can protect yourself from other people by not telling them everything that you do. You know, people can ruin what they don't know. So you can just tell, you know, I'm doing this, you know. It's you don't have to tell, you know. If you really make it, you don't really have to overshare with everybody, you know. You can share it with the people who you know that they support you, and that they will be glad that you did it. But you know, even sometimes people who love us cannot help but, you know, sometimes feel, you know, jealous, like, how can they do it and why didn't I do it, and etc. But it has nothing really to do with you. It's a personal thing, you know, with them. They're not satisfied with them, and they're kind of projecting that on you, who actually did the job and got everything done. So there's nothing else that I can add to that. But there's also Reiki sessions for like releasing the fear of success. Okay, so for some of you it's literally that. Okay, so definitely something to work on, you know, because you might be just like blocking yourself out of this fear of success and people, you know, being this and that. But who cares? You can make some other friends who are vibrating higher level and who will appreciate you for what you are and what you do. Okay, and then we have September. What do we have in September for you, my dear Cancer? We have the 5 of Swords, and then we have, okay, so September, you look worried a little bit about something. Let me see what it is. Please clarify the 5 of Swords. What is this about? Yeah, there's something about you not letting go of something, or waiting for something to happen instead of stepping up and lead. Okay, so for those of you who still haven't like learned that lesson, it should be able to kind of hit you in October in a good way, of course. But let's give you a bit of advice. Advice for you would be to open up to change and to clear your mind. Okay, so I feel, Cancer, we are kind of going into a little loop. I feel like with you, or maybe, you know, it's just like more people watching and they kind of bloom in their own time, you know. So this is the message. I mean, you are really going, and for a lot of you, you're becoming entrepreneurs in 2023, and I just feel, you know, some of you do it in January, some of you do it in April, some of you do it in June, some of you do it in September. So there are like other, you know, people watching. So for those of them who didn't, you know, still do it till September, I feel this kind of, these are like the hardcore Cancer who really like to stick to their guns and kind of to what they know and what they have, and, you know, just kind of dream about going out and doing the things that they do. But I feel you feel this pressure. I feel you feel this pressure with this Five of Swords, like you feel like dissatisfied in this situation, and you know it's really time to open up to change and to allow yourself to really live a better life. We only live so short, you know, and you don't have to be stuck in this golden cage. You can actually travel the world. You can actually enjoy. Okay, as I feel maybe for some of you who are waiting for somebody, maybe a specific person, that might be also something that's holding back their success, to be honest. You know, maybe they don't want to leave the place where they are because somebody who they are in love with is there, but life is so short to waste it on waiting. And there are so many beautiful people in the world. You might be surprised. Just give yourself a chance here, Cancer. Let's see for October what's going on for you, because that's where we had the big break, I feel. Yes, so many cards coming through. Big break for all of you who have been lacking the courage to do so before. We are starting off with the Ace of Swords, the Wish Fulfillment, the Star, the Two of Cups, the Death and Rebirth, and the Ace of Pentacles. What did I tell you? October is a month. That's it. This is all just confirmation for what we said like probably an hour ago. How long is this video? An hour and 4 minutes. Okay. All right, so this is your month, dear Cancer. If you haven't summoned the courage to do so far, it will be that you do this in October. And if you have summoned courage to do it before, this is you moving forward, like suddenly, and like bursting out with a new idea and having your wish fulfilled. Maybe even meeting somebody new, your soulmate here, and change a little bit of how you do what you do and have a new financial beginning. This is a new brilliant idea that is coming to you in October that has been born over this old idea as well. I feel they are interconnected. So for those of you who have started their own business before, let's say January, or which month was good, April, I feel, you're kind of moving that into a new direction, introducing new things into what you're already doing, you know, and possibly having new ideas how to make even more passive income or something along those lines. Okay, one more advice, please. And for those of you who didn't have the courage to do it so far, this is your month. October is definitely your month to do it so. Okay. Release your blocks is coming through again. So if success, I believe, yeah, I believe in September you possibly, you know, have removed some of the success. So okay. So I accidentally channeled the word. I channeled like two words that I didn't mean to say. We have also control your emotions. I feel also for some of you, you are meeting somebody new, definitely in the month of October. It might be steamy. My cat wants to kind of go out, so let me release her. Where are you going? Okay, just one moment, guys. Sorry about that, guys. She's hungry. Okay, I'm feeling you might actually be in the bedroom with somebody in the month of October, but we're not going to turn this into 18+ reading. Yeah, this is somebody who you easily communicate with, and you know, Saturn has finally left your 8th house, you know. So for those of you who had a dry season with Saturn transiting their 8th house, meaning they had no intimacy with another person for about 2.5 years, more or less. I mean, there could be some, you know, slip-ups, but Saturn in Pisces, yeah, your intimacy could improve from 7th of April onwards, but I feel it also in October now that it might be hot and steamy as well. But yeah, for those of you who had problems with intimacy, just know, be mindful that Saturn has been transiting your 8th house and therefore kind of hindering and restricting intimacy and things like that. So that's removed, thank God. So you have a bit more freedom to be more sexually active, and hopefully you have found the perfect partner for that. It might be that you'd have here with the Two of Cups and a Death here and Rebirth. I feel Yeah, you definitely could meet somebody new. It might be an air sign. It doesn't have to be someone new. It might be someone you know from a friend or a friend, whatever. And you might be starting a new, like, tangible beginning here in the month of October with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? This might come out of the blue, out of nowhere, that this person either proposes and just tries to make things go up a notch and up a level, you know, suddenly out of nowhere. I feel it's going to be a bit of surprise for you. But it is something that you hope for and wish for. It's just when it happens, I don't think you'll be prepared. To be honest, you might be in shock. Like, where did this come from? But this person has thought things through. They really thought through this idea. And it's nothing new to them, I feel. Okay, so we have advice here: release control, know your worth, and cool your emotions. Okay, why is that cool your emotions? I mean, because I felt it more as a attraction, because here we have Mars and Sun, and Mercury will be all in your 5th house, which is the house of fun and entertainment and having fun with your partner, also bedroom activities, but a more like, you know, not soul penetrating kind of vibe. It's more like fun and exploring each other, learning about each other. So I feel this is somebody new. Okay, and for those of you who are in a long-term relationship, it might be that you're trying to get back to that time, you know, when things were like that, and you could be actually successful with it because you have so much support from your 5th house, having fun. Just enjoy yourself in the month of October. It's also time to have fun and not just be all work, work, work. It feels like you're gonna have more time off, more time to yourself, to enjoy this other person. But I feel October is a month of also this tremendous opportunity that we have been talking about. You should take a leap of faith on. Okay, so if you haven't done it so far, October is your month. But overall, yeah, this is beautiful. It's a new beginning. It's a wish fulfillment. A wish fulfillment is next to 2 of Cups. So I feel this is kind of, you are finally getting into some relationship, you know, and you're changing your solo status to, you know, start a tangible start with another person. Could be Aries or Taurus or somebody who has their planets in that. Another Leo as well could be a possibility, or any air sign here with the Ace of Swords, because I was referring to this as them. So that will be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, so October looks, wow, you know, wow. Wow. So enjoy it, guys. Let's move on to November, guys. Let's see what November has in store for you. Okay. November. All right. So I feel you moved because this card just kind of fell down. So I feel you moved. Yes, we have here these 2 in reverse. Okay, so I'll have another card. So these came through upright for those of you who still didn't make the shift in September, and now they're reversed. So I feel you have definitely made the shift. You have moved for some of you, or like moved your relationship to another level. Maybe even you moved in with your partner. Maybe that was that tangible beginning. We have the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. This is you reaping the rewards, harvesting what you have created with your passion, and harvesting what you created with you believing in yourself. And that's so, this is a great way to sum it up. Like, I'm glad to see like it worked out, dear Cancer. All right, you succeeded. The 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful card that suggests like reaping the rewards of what you saw. You know, this is you seeing the results of your hard effort and things finally paying off. You might have invested in more thing than one. You know, they might be interconnected as well, because they're all kind of hanging from the same tree. But yeah, this is gonna allow you sense of freedom, financial freedom, I feel, because we have a dove here, or what I saw as a dove, which is a symbol of freedom and peace. So this feels like you have managed to create some sort of passive income or some kind of financial stability, and you don't have to worry about like money anymore, or how to be, you know, stable in the earthly realm. You feel secured in the earth realm. Okay. All right, let's see an advice card for the month of November. We have relax, trust, all be well. Okay, so perfect time to relax for you in the month of November. You have did the hard work, you are reaping the rewards, and you just need to relax. You know, there's time for doing, but there's also time for relaxing. And it looks like month of November is your reward to relax and trust all will be well. You know, you don't have to be all the time checking your phone. You don't have to, you know, worry about will everything go smoothly with everything. It just allow yourself to relax in the month of November and trust all be well. You know, just you sending the energy of believing everything will go well also gives you to be in alignment of that energy where everything actually goes smoothly and well. You know, worrying doesn't really get us nowhere. It's just like inviting more problems into our life. So really trust that everything will be well and relax. You know, you need to kind of recharge and trust things will go perfectly. I mean, some things are not in your hand. You know, some things are for other people to do. There, you know, maybe you have somebody who can help you out with something done. Maybe you have a publisher, maybe whatever. If you're working with somebody else, you give them their work to do and you relax. Okay, do not try to control everything here. All right, so but November, beautiful harvest month for you. I even removed this now. So I guess you moved, I guess you made this transition, which was what was required of you, and you have changed your life for the better, dear Cancer. I'm so happy for you. I did feel October is going to be big. I just didn't know it was going to be this big. I also have Chariot here. Yeah, so sudden moving forward, I feel from November as well. Okay. Let's move on to the month of December. What does December hold for you, dear Cancer? See, I'm feeling like your curiosity is bubbling up, so I feel you will be very curious in the month of December, or you kind of waiting on this result to come true, and you know it's starting a bit mysterious. 3 cards on the table, so it might be a bit of a mysterious month, a little bit of Christmas magic. We have release your blocks. Don't worry, like I know you released a lot, and see the bigger picture. Finally, are these like the first cards that we got? Like, that is propelling you into new year, and believe in your good luck. Wow, that's a great last card to get in a reading. Believe in your good luck. Let's see your cards here. I'm very curious. We have the Star. Okay, the wish fulfillment, one of the best cards you can get. We have 5 of Pentacles, not the best card you can get. And we have the Devil in reverse. Oh wow. All right, so this I feel is you getting your wish fulfilled. Okay, and you might be tempted to kind of celebrate, but with kind of the wrong thing to celebrate with, or you might feel lonely. You know that saying, lonely at the top? You know that saying, right? So it might feel like that. It might feel like lonely at the top, you know. But, you know, believe in your good luck, you know, because like I mentioned, you know, that fear of success that you had, you know, for some of you, you know, you were fearing actually like, what if this happens, you know, what if I feel alone at the top and blah, blah, blah. And it is what it is. Some of you had worried about that too much and you actually manifested that. So what you can do is you can stop worrying, since this is tarot. Things can change. You can mold this energy over. Okay, so let's see what is the other. Let's see if you're not worried about success. Let's say you think success is something great and you think everybody will be happy for you. Let's see what would be. Yeah, you would be healing, you know. Healing. You'll be attracting different stuff in your life. Queen of Cups. You will be satisfied here. And another one. 2 of Cups. Even manifesting true love. So it's all about your perception of things. Okay, if you think people will be jealous, you will definitely run into some people who will be jealous. Okay, if you think people will not support it, people will not support you, because that's what you attract, what you think. So you need to kind of change the way you think about success, and about getting your wish fulfilled. You need to believe that there are still good people who will be genuinely happy for you and your success. And if you're not in that environment, moving out is very important. That's why we had Six of Swords coming through twice, very importantly for the general overview of the whole year. So it's all in your head. Like Dumbledore was said, you know, just because it's all happening in your head doesn't mean it's not true. You know, it is what you attract, you know, what you think about. So here I gave you another possible scenario for those of you who will decide to think positive about success. Okay, this is the outcome. And you need to believe in your good luck. Like, even if sometimes you can't really you know, have all positive feelings, you need to kind of believe in your good luck. Like, even if you do feel a little bit lonely, you know that will change, and you will be in alignment with higher vibrational people who will actually fill your life with joy, and who will actually kind of drawn to this card that I'm keeping like on the side, like here. While I'm doing the readings, I sometimes like stare at it, and then I feel like I'm there and I have access to all the knowledge I need to deliver the right message. So maybe this is a place for you to be. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So for those of you who feel physically lonely in the month of December, you have your spiritual guides you can lean on. You can actually learn a lot in that time. And, you know, it's a great lesson to have, to know who is with you when you're having a great time, and who is with you, you know, who is not with you. So it's all part of a learning process, okay? So maybe definitely great time to learn December, to learn something new. But I feel, you know, you're going to have a happy new year and Merry Christmas too. I feel it's all going to be like happy time. Just like in the beginning of December, I feel you might be, you know, a little bit lonely at the top. But, you know, it's better to be lonely at the top, you know, than be at the rock bottom. Isn't it? Okay. With people who get you on the rock bottom, isn't it? So it takes time to build up to the top. So congratulate yourself. Be happy in your skin, even if nobody else can be happy for you. And, you know, connect to your spirit guides, to the angels and archangels, and yeah, I feel only a few days you might feel this way, but you can also shift it around. If you just expect positive results, it will happen, you know. And I feel this is it for you, this dear Cancer, for 2023. I feel it's going to be your year. You're climbing at the top. You're going to shine. And, you know, don't worry about outshining other people. You know, even if you have to go through like a lonely period for a week or two, it will allow you to align with people who are really meant for you, who are really meant to be in your life, okay? And who will help you, you know, release yourself from any fears about shining, about sharing your truth, about being authentic self. And that's exactly what you need. You don't need to stay at the rock bottom with people who are unwilling to work on themselves. You can create a better life for you, okay? And that's exactly what you're doing in 2023. And I'm so happy for you, dear Cancer. I wish you all the best in 2023. And you're going to be very successful. You're possibly going to meet somebody who has an idea to spend their life with you as well. And you're going to have a lot of wish fulfillments. You had the star coming through twice. So this is the most beautiful card you can get. This is really wish fulfillment card. So it's beautiful. All right, you have your wishes come true. So be careful what you wish for. Wish only the good stuff. All right, guys. So on that note, I'm going to leave you to it now. You can also check out our January readings if you haven't done it so far, or any other monthlies. We also have a few picker cards that I did, and they're quite nice as well. So you can check those out. I feel like I need to give you an advice card as well. I'm not sure why. We already passed our timing, but I'm feeling guided, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you one advice card from this deck. Let's see what the advice from Animal Spirit is for you. It's Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. Okay, so Cancer, you can be very forgiving and sometimes forget about things that people have done you wrong, but in 2023, I feel you really learning from your past, and I feel you really putting up boundaries that you didn't have before. You know, here we have kind of circle around the elephant. We have the circle around Queen of Cups. And I think putting up boundaries could actually help you from this feeling of lonely at the top feeling, you know, because only a lack of boundaries can actually kind of make you feel that way in some sort of universe. I'm sure that makes a lot of sense, but not in this one. Can we channel this a bit better? Just one moment, guys. Okay, they say like this: to learn from the past. You know who is your friend, and you know who is not your friend, and you need to respect that and allow more positive people in your life, and be wise. I feel this is about you honoring your boundaries and not allowing other people to step over them. And this is also going to help you move further, and so this is going to help you move faster into this, what you need to go into in 2023. Like putting up your boundaries up is going to help you move faster with this project, or to move wherever you need to move, or whatever that move was about. It doesn't have to be a physical move. It can be a mental shift from you moving, removing people from your life who no longer serve your purpose. It could be actually literally moving to another place, state, different country or something. But I feel that putting your boundaries up and learning from the past will help you get there faster. Is that it, guys? Yeah, everybody's satisfied. Okay, Cancer, again, thank you so much. I'm wishing you all the best in 2023. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and comment. You know, I like to read those comments. Enjoy.